Hey guys, in this video I'm going to do a quick little specs comparison between the HTC One A9 versus the iPhone 6s. So as you can see, we got some specification side by side written here. So this is the correct information from the gsmarina.com. So let's just start this quick comparison from the display here. Now, first of all, the HTC One A9 comes with a 5-inch screen. Of course, it has a little bit bigger display. On the other hand, iPhone 6s comes with a 4.7-inch screen. A lot of people think that the 4.7-inch is kind of like a more comfortable, but I think 5 inches now is now a little bit more, a normal or a must-have screen size for this era, because a lot of Android phone for Android world, the 5-inch display size is basically the base size. So yeah, 5 inch is a must one, because of course you are going to get a really awesome resolution with that one, which is 1080p, which is way better than the resolution of the iPhone 6s, and also it comes with Gorilla Glass 4 with a little bit more awesome protection. And on the other hand, iPhone 6s also has this ion strengthened glass that will have its own durability level. 3D touch display, that's also one thing that is unique with the iPhone 6s, but a lot of people do not really care about this feature at the moment. But yeah, they will care about it in the future. But yeah, display wise, it seems like the HTC One A9 seems to have an upper hand in terms of size, in terms of resolution. Now, if we take a look at the software, of course, is coming with the Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Then also, on the other hand, with the iPhone 6s, you're going to get the iOS 9.0.2. So yeah, iOS, Android is a big debate. We're not going to get into that. Both of these two softwares have their own good things. And you can kind of see the weight here. Both are almost identical here in terms of weight, and also in terms of the thickness or slimness. You can see HTC One A9 is almost as slim as the iPhone 6s, 7.1 versus the 7.3 here. And then also, if we talk about the chipset here, so we got a dual-core Apple A9 chipset on the iPhone 6s versus Qualcomm Snapdragon 617. This chipset is not yet seen on any Android phone before, so yeah, this is the first phone to come with this chipset. So octa-core clocked at 1.5 GHz. So basically, 4 cores are clocked at 1.5 and 4 cores are clocked at 1.2. Adreno 405 GPU. So like my experience says, the GPUs of course seems to be a lot more stronger here on the iPhone 6s, because with the benchmark, especially the Antutu, it scores around like 25,000, which is insane, which is even more score than the Galaxy Note 5's GPU. So it seems like Apple, even though it's dual core, but it has a really nice optimization. So I don't really care about how much cores, how much clock speed, or how much GPU clock speed is. I just want optimization. So if HTC can optimize the software as good as Apple's iOS, then definitely this will be as good as the iPhone 6s in terms of real life performance. And the next thing is the storage. Now you can get the 1664/128 gigabyte of iPhone 6s models that also comes with 2 gigabyte of RAM. So yeah, we don't have 32 gigabyte model, but here you can get 16 gigabyte with 2 gigabyte of RAM, and also 32 gigabyte with 3 gigs of RAM. And with all that, you also get the micro SD card support, which supports up to 2 terabytes. So it's the wrong information here. It's actually 2 terabyte. So it's almost funny, because this A9 is a full metal phone, is a full metal premium phone, but it's still offering you the SD card option to expand the storage, and that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cute from HTC. Also, camera wise, this is where I think the iPhone 6s can have an upper hand. iPhone 6s has this 12 megapixel camera versus 13 on the One A9. One A9 can record 4K, so as you can see, it only can go up to 1080p, while on the other hand, the iPhone 6s can go all the way up to 4K. And also with the back camera, we get a 4 megapixel ultra pixel that can go 1080p on the A9 versus 5 megapixel that can go 1080p at 30 fps. Of course, 720p with the slow motion and face detection, all that cool stuff with the iPhone 6s. So I think front camera department will be almost head to head, but the back one seems to be promising with the iPhone 6s, because I have tested out the iPhone 6s camera side by side with phones like Galaxy Note 5, and it does perform really awesome, especially in low light. I'm not saying that it has a better camera than the Note 5, but it's still a flagship quality camera. So I mean, One A9 is definitely a pretty awesome phone overall. It has some really nice reasons that it can be better than the iPhone 6s. It can be a good alternative to the iPhone 6s, as their HTC CEO says. It also has this Dolby audio, high resolution audio, front speaker. It also comes with a fingerprint scanner or reader, whatever you want to call it. The speakers are actually situated at the bottom, and then also we got this on-screen buttons, and the 6.0 Marshmallow is actually comes with a feature called as doze mode, which will allow you to increase the more battery and all that. So speaking of the battery, this comes with a 2517 milliamp hours of battery, so definitely you'll get 2150, so you'll definitely going to get a little bit more battery as compared to the iPhone 6s, which has this 1715 milliamp hours. So you can kind of see how it's better in terms of standby, it's better in terms of talk time, it's better in terms of music playback. So yeah, it's almost 10 hours of difference there, and the colors are more on the One A9. It definitely wins in terms of beauty. However, a lot of you people will disagree, but I think the deep garnet color is a really awesome color that, you know, that I just really want to buy this deep garnet color, because this looks really nice. I might make this phone as my main phone if the optimization and all that stuff will go good. So yeah, and lastly, the main reason why I think that it's better alternative is a better alternative of the iPhone 6s is the price. So the price is not listed here, but it will cost you $400. So with $400 you'll be getting a 13 megapixel camera with LED flash. You're also going to get 6.0 Marshmallow, Snapdragon 615, fingerprint scanner, full metallic body, memory card support, high resolution speakers. Wow, you get all that stuff with just $400 price point. That's pretty awesome from HTC. Well, the iPhone 6s will going to cost you almost, in my country, if I talk about my country, in my country, iPhone 6s, the base model 16GB will cost me around 75 or 77,000 PKR, which is almost $770, almost $800. So wow, that's pretty insane. So HTC One A9 definitely is really a good alternative to the iPhone 6s, and I'll make a separate video where we'll talk about a little bit more in detail about its best amazing features. So currently I'm just going to compare it to a number of different devices which I think are going to be a threat to the One A9. So yeah, do comment down below what you think is the real winner. Is it the iPhone 6s or is the HTC One A9 really worth it? So comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.